Deputy District Attorney Steve Owens believes this case isn't about physical evidence. It's about an alleged confession. Quote, "This is not a DNA case. This is a confession case. Kirstin Lobato confessed to murder. She admitted to unique circumstances and facts that link her to this murder. But to understand Lobato's alleged confession, you must understand more about this story. In May of 2001, Lobato lived in Las Vegas. She was admittedly on drugs and living a life that had taken her down the wrong path. She says one night she was walking through the parking lot of a friend's rent-by-week hotel when a man grabbed her, threw her on the ground, and tried to rape her. She fought back, pulling a knife out of her pocket and cutting the man's penis. She ran, first to a friend's house, then to a church, and then to Panaca. 2 months later, Duran's body was found beaten, with his penis severed. Lobato was interviewed by police at her home in Panaca nearly 2 weeks after Bailey's body was found. Detectives call the interview a confession. D.A. Owens claims Lobato knew details about the case that no one else did, specifically the severed penis. But apparently that's the only thing she knew about the case. In Lobato's statement, she says the attack happened, quote, over a month ago. She also describes an attack happening on the opposite side of town as where Bailey's body was found. Dr. Allison Redlick, a professor at the University of Albany who is an expert in false confessions, took a look at Lobato's alleged confession. She believes Lobato did not confess to the murder of Duran Bailey, but told police about an attack that occurred over a month before Bailey was killed. Quote, "It is my expert opinion that Ms. Lobato was not confessing to the murder of Mr. Bailey. Rather, she was confessing to an assault in which she was the alleged victim and in which she defended herself by attempting to cut the penis of a man." She goes on to say, "It appears to me that Ms. Lobato believed that she was cooperating with a police investigation, not admitting to a murder that occurred on the other side of town some weeks after her alleged assault." Dr. Redlick believes that while Lobato's case isn't an example of a classic false confession, it does have the hallmarks of a typical false confession case, including inconsistencies surrounding the way the crime occurred. Further, Dr. Redlick explains that most false confessions involve cases where the only evidence tying the suspect to the victim is the confession itself. More on that later. Other evidence that Lobato's statement to police wasn't a confession to Bailey's murder? She told several people about her attack before Bailey was killed. Multiple witnesses were ready to testify that Lobato told them that a man attacked her in May of 2001, but they were excluded from testifying under the court's hearsay rules. One of those witnesses could even prove when Lobato told her of the attack. Kimberly Grindstaff signed an affidavit that Lobato told her she was attacked while the pair were traveling to Cedar City, Utah to attend the opening night of the Utah Shakespearean Festival. That was June 21st, 2001. Duran Bailey was killed over 2 weeks later.